Hi Leo, welcome to your November 2015 Tarot reading. Okay, so I'd just like to thank you. It's been a year to this month that I've been doing this. I'd like to thank you for watching, subscribing, commenting, you name it. Okay, it's you who make this channel, and I'm going to make the channel so much better. You know, that's why I've just went and bought a whole new decks. Okay, so all new amazing decks. And there's going to be great things coming up, hopefully all of next year. Now, this reading is going to be a little bit shorter. Now, I did say that to Gemini and Cancer, and somehow it kind of just went on for a bit longer. But seriously, I think from the rest of them, it's going to be shorter. It needs to be, because my time is limited at the moment with, obviously, me doing 2 businesses and private readings and everything else, and they need to take priority. The reason I'm saying that is not because normally I would do longer, but obviously I'm doing the yearly horoscopes, so not only are you just going to get the November scopes, but you're going to get the yearly horoscopes for next year because it's November, so I want to get them up so we can start watching them and preparing and watching our moon sign, our ascendant, our sun sign, and really get an overview for next year. And then obviously I'm going to offer personalised readings for yearly horoscopes as well, if you want to look into that. So, you know, and if you don't have the money, you could have it purchased off somebody else as a Christmas present, which means that basically you'll have a whole idea, personalised idea of what your year is going to look like next year, and it's good to know, okay, or what you can expect and things that you can be forewarned on, etc. Okay, Leo, so that's why it'll be a bit shorter, and for those who moan their arse off that it's too long, then you get a little bit shorter. Okay, so the situation for Leo for November is the 9 of Pentacles. So the 9 of Pentacles is all about luxury. It's all about building your finances. You can see that this woman is standing in a garden. Okay, this is the new deck that I got, so just so you know. New Vision Premier deck. Gemini and Cancer didn't get this because I didn't have it at the time. I had the Mushka, which is an amazing deck anyway. But I just decided that from the rest of them, I'm going to use this because they're a premium, which means no one else really has them. I can't fucking get my words out today. No one else really has them, so it's nice to I like to bring new decks, because then people like, and even other readers be like, I like that deck, so stuff like that. So the 9 of Pentacles is all about luxury, or the need to focus on money, or again, the need to maybe look after where you're putting your money. Maybe you're getting a bit complacent, okay, so I've been struggling with money of late, you know, kind of tend to, every time I go into a shop, I'm buying something, and it's those moments where we're kind of dwindling our money away. The 9 of Pentacles, though, is about having more money than one needs, okay, or being focused on luxury more than one needs, that kind of thing, okay. And this woman has got a lot. The message here is maybe you need to be a bit more generous if you have. If you haven't got a lot, the message is maybe you need to look at why. Because all that money might be tied up in other places, or again, the 9 of Pentacles is all about luxury. So it's all about someone who maybe is overspending on luxury items or things that are unnecessary. So, you know, you could go and get 6 sachets of coffee in a bag for £1, but maybe you do what I do and go and buy coffee every day when you're in work, and that adds up, believe me. So it could be things like that. So if you're struggling with money, Leo, you need to cut back. Okay, cut back by looking at where you can save money. Okay. The 7 of Wands is also in your situation position. So the message of the 7 of Wands makes perfect sense. Can you see the way he's standing his ground and he's battling? So it might be that you might be battling to, there might be a project where you're working your arse off because you really, really want to see results. Or maybe it's that you start getting tired this month. Maybe you're at a point where you're like, I am not going to live my life just going from month to month, and you're battling away to get not only survival but also what you want as well. In other words, it's for those people who kind of like, well, all I do is work, but I never have money to spend on the things that I want to buy. So for me, as much as tarot is my business, and I will buy tarot cards for my business, I buy it as kind of like a luxury. I buy it as extra tarot cards because I really love tarot cards. That's kind of my luxury. But again, I have to kind of watch it because, you know, I'm probably overdoing it. The tarot cards, I don't need that many, but I just like to, you know, and that's my thing. Every time I'm stressed, go and buy a tarot deck. Maybe that's it we use, okay? So if it is that you're overspending, just watch, okay? You need to stand your ground, because you might be robbing Peter to pay Paul, but then you can see that all of these people are coming to you, okay? Again, if you're a boss, it might be that you're feeling challenged because you've got a lot of people asking you for jobs or money, or, you know, especially if you're someone who's got money, maybe a lot of people are coming to you, you know, invest in my business and give to this charity, give to that charity. It might be even if you're not even a boss, you're just a person on the street. It's like everyone wants something from you, family members want something from you, you know, this person wants something from you, that person wants something from you, but it always comes down to finance. So just be careful and stand your ground. The woman you're dealing with might be a Queen of Pentacles, so she might be a Capricorn, Taurus or Virgo, okay, or of an earth sign, because that's what the Nine of Pentacles is. And you might see that you need to stand your ground with someone this month. Maybe it's that they're always taking from you, and she's always wanting money, especially for the Leo man as well, because what I'm seeing with the Nine of Pentacles is this woman is using you for nice gifts and to take it out, and it might be someone who's kind of using you like a bit of a sugar daddy. And the Seven of Wands is you, because it's a fire sign. It's like you need to start standing your ground, saying, wait there a minute, no. Okay, like, I'm not here to, you know, and I don't think Leo men are not stupid anyway, but with the Nine of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands, and that could be one scenario. Let's separate them. So the Seven of Wands is all about you feeling challenged this month, most definitely. You've got a lot of irons in the fire, okay? You've got a lot going on, and you can see that this guy is having to stand his ground, and he's got his stave high, which means basically he's like, back the fuck off. Enough is enough. It's going to see you going into survival mode, to Leo mode this month, and especially with the Nine of Pentacles as well. You'll be protecting your finances, what you've worked for, what you've earned. It could be in work as well. People may be challenging your position in work with the Seven of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles, and you've worked your arse off to get where you are. And it might be that people are coming in and they're trying to knock you off. You know, at the end of the day, people are always going to try and knock us off our perch when we get up top. And it might be, again, if you've worked for, you know, it could be that there's a promotion in the works and you've been promised it, and then you can see other people trying to get in there. Just stand your ground, because that's what he's doing with the Seven of Wands. He's up there, he's standing his ground, and he's saying, you know what, you're not taking it from me. Again, it might be a boss. We've got the Seven of Wands and we've got the Nine of Pentacles. So with the Seven of Wands, we got someone who's, you're challenged, you're kind of battling away, because I feel that this Nine of Pentacles is a self-serving woman who's only about how much money she makes and her own luxuries and her own rewards, and not so much about you. And it might see you having to kind of go toe-to-toe this month, Leo, and be like, wait there a minute, it's kind of not going down like this, okay? Don't let anyone run ragged over you and treat you like, you know, you're just there to, you know, if you're in a job or if you're in a career where basically you work your arse off and you never see no rewards, but you're watching your boss running out there and spending, I don't know, a fucking £100 on wine or whatever, and it's like you're killing yourself. Maybe time to either get another job or stand your ground in relation to this woman or man and let them know it's not how it's going to go down. And let's be honest, no one does that better than Leo. In, again, Seven of Wands and Nine of Pentacles in relation to November, them together says to me that you're just going to be feeling challenged in work. You're going to be feeling challenged financially. It might be a burden you're putting on yourself. You might be like, okay, I want to achieve this by a certain time frame and really need to step up now, and you're really going out there and you're challenging people and you're going after what you want, but people are coming back at you. So when you've just got yourself up and you've just got yourself some money, someone else is coming and going, well, you owe me this, or you need to pay for this, or maybe something will break and you're just like, fuck's sake, you know, and you're going to have to battle away to really get your resources and your finances going, so you've got enough to buy not only what you want, not only what you need, but also what you want as well. Lips are dead dry, okay? But it might be the Seven of Wands, again, just a very busy month, a very challenging month. There's a lot going on. You're going to have to battle. You're going to have to stand your ground. I'm seeing a lot of people fighting for your attention, a lot of people wanting your attention, that kind of thing, okay? So just, you know, you're going to be on top, though. The Seven of Wands is on top, and again, it is a fire sign. And if it's in relation to the Leo man, because it is a man in the card and it is a fire sign, and then you've got the Nine of Pentacles, I'm seeing is that you're going to come out on top in relation to a Capricorn, Taurus or Virgo. It could be a boss you're dealing with, someone you want a promotion from, could be a love situation. It'll see you actually coming out on top this month. Because your career sees the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords is all about betrayal. The Ten of Swords is all about being stabbed in the back. And I'm seeing with some of you with this Queen of I don't know why I'm saying Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles. I always tend to with the Nine of Pentacles for some reason. But with this Nine of Pentacles, it might be that this woman shafts you in some way. She promised you something, but she doesn't deliver. and the Seven of Wands sees you go, no, that's not how it's going down. Or again, in a heated argument or something might go down, but you can see that the Nine of Pentacles has got a back turn to the Seven of Wands. The Ten of Swords is saying beware of people who will backstab you and betray you, who make promises but don't deliver this month, Leo, because that's what I'm seeing in November. It's like people are saying things out of their ass but they're not going to deliver. Now I'm seeing this betrayal coming from maybe a Gemini, Libra or Aquarius, just simply because we've got a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in your emotions as well. So you can see that this person is someone who wants to win at any cost. And the message here with the Ten of Swords and the Five of Swords, very bad cards, both of them, and to get them together is just not good, okay, Leo? Because with these two cards, the message is that there is the element for real betrayal, real sneaky behaviour, especially with what's in your weakness as well. It's just not good, okay? It might be you backstabbing and betraying somebody within the working environment, okay? Because he almost, with the Seven of Wands, looks like he's stepping over other people. But remember, with the Five of Swords is all about victory. And the person who you're stepping over for this promotion, or this person the people you're stepping over to help this boss or whoever it is who's a self-serving prick, quite frankly, because the Nine of Pentacles is someone who's standing there and she's got all the luxury, but have you noticed she's standing on her own? She ain't sharing any of that shit, okay? And be careful about who you get into bed with, okay, and who you stamp over in terms of the people around you for the boss, or to look good in front of the boss, or if it's any of that kind of scenario. Because with the Ten of Swords, it's real betrayal, it's real backstabbing, it's real ugly. And the Five of Swords, again, is all about somebody who thinks they're on top, or thinks they're winning out, or they're going to win out because of what they've done. And in the end, they realise that actually the victory was not really worth what the cost, okay? The Five of Swords and the Ten of Swords is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So this is the message with the Nine of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands being you, that you really need to be on sharp. You need to be on guard this month, Leo. Okay, you need to be standing your ground. You need to be protecting your position, because there's people who are creeping up, and you can see that with the Seven of Wands here, creeping up to take your position. Okay, do not allow it. Okay, do not allow people to come and take from you what you've worked your arse off to achieve, or people to just come in after you and take a promotion that you was kind of in the running for. You need to be on the ball. Don't be kind of off in your own little world this month. Pay attention, okay? The Knight of Pentacles is the same, because the Knight of Pentacles in terms of your career is all about being vigilant and methodical. Now, everybody always looks at the Knight of Pentacles and they're like, oh, he's boring, he's dull, he's all of this. The message here is that you need to, rather than focusing on what you've got, complacency, they just said to me, so it might be that you come to a place where you're like becoming complacent because you've achieved quite a bit, but you may lose everything, because what happens is everything starts with the first step and it may start to decline when you're just like, oh yeah, well I've got this much money in the bank, I'm fine. So a good example of this is, I'm a personal trainer, and obviously I work amongst personal trainers, and this is what I was talking to a really top personal trainer the other day. Achieved a lot, been in the business quite a while, gets clients, can earn up to a couple of grand a week. And he said to me, well, this client's going here and that client's going there, so therefore, you know what I mean, he's back to square one. He's got to go back and do what all the new personal trainers are doing, which is scouting for other trainers, okay? It's just scouting for other clients, because obviously all of his money is now, because people just leave there quickly. So if you're in self-employment, or if you're in the kind of business where it's marketing or commission, do not become complacent this month, because I'm telling you what now, other people could be stealing your clients, you could lose a lot of clients. Do not get too big for your boots. It doesn't matter how much money you think you've got there, it can change very quickly. You know, there's been plenty of people in this world who've had millions of pounds and lost it all, and you just kind of look and you think, how the fuck can you lose all that money? But they do, okay? So the message for you is, don't take your eye off the ball. Don't start thinking that, you've won some big victory because maybe you've achieved quite a bit this month. Keep a lid on it, Leo. Keep the ego in check, okay? Keep your finances in check. And the message with the Nine of Pentacles is, she's got all of that money, but you can see that actually all that money is kind of saved, and she's focusing on the outer world. She's focusing on nature. She's got a little bird in her hand, and she's going, you know what, I've got money in the bank there, but I don't really need to spend that to be happy. and she's in a little garden, and she's, you know, she's cultivating and she's making the money grow for her while she spends time with the free things in life that truly do fulfill her. So that might be the message for you, okay? And the message for you may be as well, don't overvalue career to the point of that you neglect everything else, because you may find that actually it is a Pyrrhic victory, and you might think you're being successful, but you're missing out on some other things as well. The Ace of Pentacles is all about a promotion. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing Leo dealing with some kind of promotion or big opportunity this month. Again, if you're out of a job, the Queen of Pentacles isn't fucking in there. If you're out of a job, then the Nine of Pentacles is the opportunity for a very lucrative job to come your way this month, because that's what the Ace of Pentacles is. So my advice would be to really, really be vigilant and methodical in terms of how you look for a job. So putting yourself out there, you know, if you want what others don't have, you've got to be willing to do what others won't do. Okay, that means sitting up maybe late at night and really scouting for jobs when they just go online. It may be looking into companies more in depth than normal people would. So, you know, standing your ground, even though some of you are definitely going to be feeling like there might be a woman or a sister or a mum or a person around you who seems to have a lot of money, and you're just kind of sitting there like, well, life's always a fucking challenge for me, but it's fucking easy breezy for her. But that's just life, you know. Some people get it better than others, or, you know, maybe some people don't get it better than others. Maybe people work for it more than you are, and maybe you need to stop moaning and you need to stand your ground. And it might be challenging right now, but if you do stand your ground, if you are methodical, if you are vigilant, if you do start to really look closely at the details, because that's what the Knight of Pentacles is doing, then your opportunity will come this month. The Ace of Pentacles is a 1, okay, and it's an opportunity within the month. But with the Five of Swords and the Ten of Swords, the message here is to make sure that you're careful as well. It might be a get-rich scheme comes to you, because for me, the Nine of Pentacles is worse than... Not worse, but the Queen of Pentacles is way better. Because the Queen of Pentacles is a woman who's really smart. She knows where she's putting her money. She watches who gives her opportunities. Whereas the Nine of Pentacles is all about luxury and kind of a look-at-me attitude. And again, there's a lot of money in the Nine of Pentacles, and they say that's when we've made it. But if you're out of a job, it might be a get-rich scheme that leads to actually, you know, so you might feel you're riding high when you get the opportunity this month. But with the Five of Swords and the Ten of Swords, it's not going to bode well in the end, okay? Watch who you go into business with or you take a job from, and make sure that everything is above board this month. That would be a big message, because again, it seems like more than one opportunity with all of these guys, and the Seven of Wands given to this man might come your way. But if it sounds too good to be true, Leo, then it probably is. So I'm seeing promotions with the opportunity for betrayal. Okay, so I'm seeing that maybe you're up for a promotion, and the Seven of Wands is that you need to stand your ground. You need to not let anyone come in and take your opportunities. You do that by focusing on the work, not on the money. You know, put your head down, do the work, and prove yourself in that way. Because with the Seven, what I'm seeing here is, especially the Leo woman, maybe using her looks and a charm and all of this, because that's what the nine of Pentacles is for me. She's someone who, she's very luxurious, she looks good, she's all about, you can see that it's all about appearance, you know, even down to the gown that she's wearing. And the message is, don't use your looks or your charm or your, you know, because Leos can be a lot like this. Use your work ethic with the Knight of Pentacles in there, okay? Be methodical, be vigilant, and prove to your boss. Again, it might just simply be that the Nine of Pentacles is your boss and she's achieved a lot, and you want to be like your boss. And the message is, if you do, then prove to her, because she's an air sign most definitely, and be more methodical and vigilant. Okay, well, she's very practical. Let's have a drink. I'm seeing with the Seven of Wands, the Five of Swords, and the Ten of Swords, Liam, what you need to do at this point is just accept that your boss is a prick, and that your boss doesn't deserve the level of time and attention that you put in. They basically give you all the work to do. You can see with all of these cards for me, okay, they give you all the work to do, but you get none of the rewards. Some of you just need to accept that it's not going to change. You can see that you're the most challenged, and you're working for a boss who's nothing but a backstabber, a user, someone who's out for their own ambition and their own luxury. They've got no respect for you whatsoever. And the message is that it might be, again, that you're feeling extremely angry in relation to a boss with the Five of Swords and the Ten of Swords, or some of you most definitely are going to have been told that you was up for a promotion, and in November you're going to be told, oh no, actually we don't think you're the right man for the job or the right woman for the job, and you're just going to be like, oh, you fucking messing me, I have put this in, I have put that in, I have done this for you, I have done that for you. And the message with the Ace of Pentacles is to not fear. A new opportunity will come your way, providing that you're willing to stand your ground. We all take knocks in life, you know, we all have people promise us things that they don't deliver, Leo, and the message is that if this person is like this, then it might be better to be away from this person because they'd only shaft you anyway. But I'm seeing some of yous there's a rival in your midst, most definitely, okay, and it could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or just someone who's willing to cut people down. You will know who that person is. It's the person who's backstabbing everyone and saying he said, she said. What people do that for is so that their focus is on what he's doing and she's doing to take their head off the ball. So you've got someone around you, Leo, who really wants you to take your head off the ball so that they can be sneaking up on your kind of turf to take your position, because you can see that these are almost like trying to sneak up on his turf. So be methodical and vigilant and don't play this person's game, because I'm ashamed to say it, but I'm a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, and I'm a Gemini, and it could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, and we don't like to cane our own signs, but we all have bad traits, no matter what sign we are, okay? And I think I said to a Leo the other day, I hate all Leos, and he was like, all Leos aren't the same. I don't hate all Leos. That was a joke. I was just winding them up because I know what Leos are like. It's like, you know, I've met many great Leos. I've met Leos who've changed my life, who've made me look at life differently, especially from a health point of view. So I don't hate all Leos, and that was a complete joke. But the thing I love about Leo and Gemini get on so well because we can just cane each other all day. But sometimes when it gets into battling stages, it can kind of be a bit like, and that's what I'm trying to advise you. When you go toe to toe with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, especially a Gemini, as a Leo's a strong mate, and even Gemini fears Leo, trust me. But you're talking about a battle and a half, so you need to be on your game. And if you want to win out over this Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, then that's the only advice I can give you, okay? Because Leo, I mean, does Leo have the advantage? That it's hard to say. It depends on the Leo and it depends on the air sign, but it's a battle and a half, that's all I know. So it's the one who's the more, you know, I'd say Leo has got the potential to be a little bit more aggressive and a little bit more, whereas Gemini, Libra, Aquarius have got a more analytical and smart, so they can use your weaknesses against you. So you just have to be smart. But I'm seeing that there's someone who's definitely after what you've worked for, or something that's coming up, and there's a promotion coming up, and if you're going to want to be the man who gets the rewards, then you're going to have to be on the ball, Leo, and that means not you know, off out partying and all of this. It means putting in the work, putting in the time, putting in the effort, so that whoever this person is in terms of your boss, they will go, you know what, actually the proof is in the pudding, and it doesn't matter what this air sign does, they'll choose you based off the fact that they can see the results with their own two eyes, okay? Your emotions, okay, I'm going to go straight to your emotions. I don't know why. I know I'm supposed to go to your love life first, but we'll go to your emotions. So what we've got in terms of your emotions is the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords is all about anger. It's all about being hasty. Excuse me. The message for me is to not let anyone use your anger against you this month, because Leo, you really do have the capacity to go off on one. And that might be, especially with this promotion that's coming up, there might be someone who's trying to make you look bad. Can't get me fucking words out. There might be someone who's trying to make you look bad. There might be somebody who's trying to do sly things, and it might be that you really, really need to be on the ball in the sense of that you need to be paying attention, you need to be watching how you're acting, watching what you're saying, and that's not always easy for Leo to do. The Knight of Swords might be someone who's affecting your emotions, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. This could be in work, it could be in love, it could be your emotions feel quite volatile in this month for some reason. You just kind of feel a little bit like, okay, or emotionally you want to take action in relation to either your finances, your job. Especially if you're out of a job, it's almost like you've got that volatility in you where we get angry at ourselves and we're like, why am I in this job where I'm getting a minimum wage when I can do this, this, and this? Because Leo's got an ego. I've got an Aries brother. He's got an ego, okay? And do you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. It's kind of like you've got to know your own worth, and at times, sometimes, being a little bit arrogant you know, and being a little bit over cocky and a little bit self-assured can be the difference between success and failure. So sometimes it's needed. And if you've been kind of out of a job and feeling like a failure, maybe that's that little confidence booster. Maybe you might come across as a little bit arrogant, but maybe that's what you need to shake you up and go, I'm worthy and I deserve to achieve my dreams, and I don't want to be in this job and I want more. Okay, and other people around you probably like, well, you're being arrogant, you're being above yourself, you've got a job. At the end of the day, you've got a job, you know, like they all say. And you'll be like, okay, just do what you think is best for you, but try to control your emotions this month, because I'm seeing either a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, most definitely. I mean, we've got a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in your love life. We've got a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius twice in your career. We've got a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in your emotions. So it's either that there's a lot of analytical, a lot of analysing. Your mind is running 10 to the dozen. You're feeling shocker. Or it's that there's an actual person who's really affecting you this month, and it's making you kind of a bit like, do you know what I mean? But you need to watch your step, because like I said, when you go into battle with this person, it's not the same as going into battle with other signs. This person really can have the potential to be extremely malicious and spiteful. Okay, so that's what that is. Now let's look at your love life. So what we have is the Ace of Cups, and I want to get this out straight away. I'm seeing that you're challenged because a new person's come into your life, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or again, it might be a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, because we do have a Leo woman here as well. It could be a Leo man, but it is the woman. So what I'm seeing for the Leo man, we'll start with that, is that a new love is coming to your life. We've got a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, hence why this Knight of Swords may be affecting your emotions. But what we've got is the need with the Eight of Cups to walk away from a past relationship, and it might be in relation to if you're dealing with another fire sign, so maybe you're dealing with another Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. It could be for the it could be for the Leo woman that a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius man has come into her life, and that she is being too guarded, hence the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Swords, and you need to drop your guard and stop being so defensive with the Seven of Wands in there, and so independent with the Nine of Pentacles if you want this love to be possible, because maybe it's to do with a past relationship with the Eight of Cups that emotionally you still haven't let go of. It might be with the Knight of Swords in there that you feel it's moving too fast and you're not sure if you're ready to take action, therefore you're feeling challenged. But this might be your opportunity and the person that you've been waiting for. So if you're the Leo woman, my advice would be, you know, let your guard down, let go of the past if you haven't, and there's a brand new opportunity in November for love to come into your life. With the Leo man, with the Ace of Cups, I'm seeing a brand new beginning coming into your life, and the Queen of Swords is sitting underneath the Ace of Cups, as you can see here, okay? So you can see that the Queen of Swords is sitting with the Ace of Cups, and this is all about a woman who is giving you an offer, but for some reason, it might be someone from work with the Nine of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands is feeling it might be a bit of a challenge, it might not be the right idea, that kind of thing. And you can see, though, that for me, the King of Swords is all about clarity, but the fact that two air signs have come up, you've got the King of Swords and you've got the Queen of Swords, the message is that you need to walk away from a Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries if you want to take this opportunity up, because you can see that these have placed themselves together. So it might be that there might be many challenges to this new relationship, in the sense of that you've still not let go of a past relationship, and also this person may well be either in contract with you, someone who you deal with in a business setting, or actually works with you. And with the emotions being the Knight of Swords, it might be that you kind of like, it's now or never, but part of you's like, shit, what do, you know, you're conflicted about whether you should or whether you shouldn't. Now, the flip side of that coin reads that could be exactly the same situation for the Leo woman, that there's a past relationship that you still haven't let go of, and there's a brand new love situation coming into your life, but for you to have this new love, it might be that you need to walk away from the past and you need to take action to... It's definitely a choice between two people for you this month. It's like you have that choice between that person or that person. That person might be from the past, person might be a new love, and this can be for the Leo man or woman. But the message here is you're feeling challenged, you're feeling volatile emotions because you're not making a decision. Because with the Eight of Cups, it's almost like you've got a heavy heart. You don't want to choose, but in the end, if we don't choose, your choice will be made by default. Someone will either choose to walk away, or you may lose the opportunity. Maybe the person will think they're not interested in me and move on. They're harping on over the past, and you'll move on. So again, the other side of the coin may be that you want to give an offer, especially if you're the Leo woman, to someone, but you're feeling challenged because this person's got the guard up, and you know that they have still not walked away from a past relationship, hence why the Knight of Swords is in your emotions, because you're waiting for this person to take action. Especially, it could be for the Leo man, but for the Leo woman more so, because the Leo woman is kind of sitting there in this card, and she's waiting for him to take action. So I think you're waiting for a person to come and to let go of a past relationship to be with you. Now, this could be someone who's still in a relationship with this person. It could be somebody who's still not over a past relationship, and you're a bit like, you're just kind of waiting there, especially if you're the Leo woman. The biggest message is that there's 2 opportunities for you in love this month. For those who have just got options in general, you've got 2 opportunities, possibly between a air sign, most definitely features here, and also, again, the Ace of Cups with the 8 of Cups is suggesting that some of you may need to walk away from a Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio, because the Ace of Cups is all about, it's either reconcile your differences or just accept that it's over. Some of you really need to let go, especially if you're the Leo woman, of a Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio, because they've gone cold on you, but you can't seem to let go. This person is off, they've travelled, they've left. I'm seeing breakups as well, because the Knight of Swords is leaving, and it's in your emotions. You can see that he's turning his back. So he's not pointed that way, he's actually running out. So emotionally, it might be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius leaves you this month, and it makes you feel absolutely really, really down. But you have no choice but to accept it. And the 7 of Wands means that you become independent, you've got to focus on yourself, you know. I'm seeing a lot of, with the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, I'm seeing the need for an honest conversation. And the message is that the honest conversation may need to be had within yourself. And the 9 of Pentacles may be taking yourself away from the hustle and bustle of everybody who wants something from you. Spending some time in nature and really questioning, especially if you're someone who's got a lot of options in love this month, or particularly a 2. I know Leo tends to get a lot of attention, but I'm seeing whether Leo woman or man, it's 2 main people who you've got your eye on. And you're coming to a point, I think, where you know a choice has got to be made, or you know you're going to lose out on the opportunity, or you know you need to let go of one of them if you're going to be with the other, and that it can't no longer continue. Because with what's in your weakness, I'm seeing is that you've been doing some sneaking about and some slyness, and you've been kind of playing people off against each other. But it comes to a point this month where you're so challenged that you're like, I can't do this anymore, I don't want to play this game anymore, I just want to take action, cut whoever I need to cut out, and then make a choice so I can just move forward. And that's the message. Absolutely love this. It's like a detoxer. Oh my god. Poundland. Probably don't have it in America, because I know that's where majority of people are from, but it is, I would recommend drinking anything with like aloe vera, and it's like it proper cleanses you, and you can get all those teas where they're like, I've got them like purifying tea and all that. Start drinking it, even if you have a couple of days. Some of them taste disgusting, obviously being a personal trainer, but it really helps with like your system, and I don't want to say that but it does, and it really clears you out. And I know Leo's into all like the looking good and the feeling good, so try them. Okay, if you're single, like I said, the pretty much message is that you've got a lot of challenges in terms of work and people who are wanting your attention. And the message here, Leo, is that that's okay, but there's a new love opportunity coming in your life this month. But you're so focused and so challenged by work and all the things that you've got going on mentally, and you can see that all these people are looking to this guy, and then you've got the 9 of Pentacles where it's all about your work this month. But they're saying don't make it all about your work, because what we're getting is you're feeling down and you want love to come into your life. But the message is, if you're single and all you do is work, how's love going to come into your life? It might be someone comes into your life through work though, because with the Ace of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles it might be, but she's both of them. If you look at the 9 of Pentacles and also the 7 of Wands, have got the back to everything. That challenged, and I know, because I've been feeling excuse me, exactly the same. That challenge that they're not even focused on love, they're just like, you fucking messing, I just put me bed. That's me on a Friday night, I get home and I'm like, I haven't got time, and I get a few offers, but I'm just like, and I've made it with someone because they were literally pestering me, and I was like, look, you don't get it, like, I physically can't keep my eyes open, so I can't do anything for you. So I think sometimes you do need to make a choice as well. And again, the message here may be that you've got two opportunities in love, but you walk away from both of them. You walk away with a heavy heart, but you're just like, I can't take on anything else right now. I can't. I've got too much going on with my business. I've got too much going on with my job. Maybe I've got a business and a job. I've got money going on. I've got people want money from here, there, and everywhere, taxes and all of this shit. And you decide, you know what, I can't. And you decide with the Queen of Wands, especially the Leo woman, to just be on your own, because you feel like, even though the Ace of Cups feels down about it, he knows that he has to find himself. He has to focus on himself. He has to work on himself, most definitely. But whoever this Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius is, Leo, I'm telling you what now, they're offering the love with purity, because you can see that the fact that all of these have come up, there's a lot of area. The message is that you have got a perfect opportunity, and I think that this air sign really, you can see that they're like, okay, they want an answer. So give them one, and if you honestly feel that it's too much of a challenge or it won't work or whatever, then just be honest about it, because I guess that's all you can do. Single, or if it's that you're dating and you've got two options, just say your piece and move on. So that's what I'm seeing in relation to your love life. In relation to your health is the two. Let's look at in terms of, if you're in a relationship, I'm seeing it as that you're more likely on your own. Okay, because what we've got is you battling away there, feeling like you're all on your own, dealing with all the problems, and then your partner. And if your partner is a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, you're definitely going to be feeling like that. And if you're dating a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, the message is that you're going to be feeling unsupported. This person is out there taking action for their own goals, for their own dreams, and it might be that you're some of you will break up with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius this month, I'm seeing, because the Knight of Swords is moving out, or maybe they'll decide that they're tired of being in a relationship with the person who's always working. That, whenever people come to me for advice, I always tell them the same. You work on your relationship the same way you work on a business deal, the same way you work on a project, the same way you work on fucking anything, because people get complacent and then they wonder why the relationships fail when they lived in work. And I'm like, I'm looking at these people and I'm like, well, I can't give anyone advice on love, because my love life's just like, I don't know why mine never tends to work out. I guess it's the kind of men I go for or something, but I guess when I'm on the outside, there's no advice I can't give you. There's nothing I can't save you from. And that's why I always like it when people listen to me. And that's not, I always know. It's just I kind of do when I'm giving advice on the outside. But it's easy to preach and it's hard to do. But I think it might be that you sit down with the King of Swords and have an honest conversation and go, look, you're always working, I'm always working, we might as well go our separate ways, and you decide to go your separate ways. Or with the Ace of Cups, it might be, if you want to save your relationship, especially with this Queen of Swords, that you better start putting some time and some effort into it, because I'm telling you what now, this person's getting really, really pissed off, and they're going to walk away if you don't start doing it sometime soon. And then we've got the King of Swords as well. The detaching. If you're in a relationship and you're always working and you're not spending time with them, I would suggest that if you want to save your relationship and you're starting to feel it and notice it, to detach them from you. And if you really want a chance to save it, it's time to put the love back in there. And with this, take action quickly, or they will. So your health sees the Two of Wands. Oh, and if you're in a marriage or a committed relationship, I'm seeing as that you might be playing the field outside of your marriage or your relationship with a new connection that's come into your life. You might want to break away from this old relationship, but for some reason you're not doing it. And my advice would be that, you do things above board and you walk away, Leo. Okay, do not be a snide. It's not in your nature, so don't do it. Two of Wands is all about making a decision in relation to your health. Focusing on little details. So the message is that you're not paying attention to little details because you're too focused on your money and your business. Now, you're going to get a bolhan when I tell you that health is the first wealth. And it's as the Dalai Lama said, people sacrifice the health for the wealth and then use the wealth to buy back the health, and they often find that they can't. So the message with the Two of Wands is to not look at the little details. So it's just a cold, it'll brush off. I'm just knocking myself into the ground, it'll brush off. You need to look at the bigger picture, hence what the Three of Wands is doing. How your actions in terms of how you're burning yourself into the ground, how you're taking on way more than your capacity is burying your health, Leo. So the message is, I know you have a lot of fatality and that's fine, but we all have our threshold and we all have our limit. And you can see with the Nine of Pentacles, it might be, especially if you're doing particularly well, that you should take a little bit of that money and maybe either go on a little holiday for a couple of weeks, hence the 9, or go and spend some time in nature and start looking at that actually nature can help us to feel calmer and therefore help our health. The Two of Wands, again, is all about something that needs to be looked at more closely in relation to your health and feeling. So some of you are definitely feeling challenged or definitely feeling like you don't have the fatality that maybe you once had, and you can see that he's holding on to that one, but he's looking closely. It might be that you need to go to the doctors so that they can take a closer look at an issue that seems to be plaguing you, or again that it is a fire sign who's doing this. He's looking and he's a fire. He's a Gemini, he's a Sagittarius, Leo or Aries, and he's looking closely at that one ball, as if to say, right, I need to pay attention to this now. The message with this may be the saying that you need to pay attention to your health this month. You need to take some time for you this month with the Nine of Pentacles. You've got enough. You know, if you're the Leo out there who's got more than enough, why are you burying yourself and adding more projects and not taking any time out? Why are you even risking your health? You're just being greedy, and you need to slow down because you will pay the price if you don't. The spiritual advice is the Star. So the Star is a brilliant card. The Star is an amazing card. And the message with this, because I say that the Star is an amazing card because the position it's come up in. And spiritually, it's all about healing. It's all about peace. It's all about finding tranquility and healing and oneself and following one's true destiny spiritually through the Star. Okay, because you can see that this person, spiritually, it might be that you're in need of a spiritual retreat. Remember what I just said about the Two of Wands and also the Seven of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles? She's spending the money on something, but it looks like she's almost like in a very tranquil place. You know, she's enjoying the scenery and the settings, but she's got more than enough. So, in other words, what she hasn't got to sit there and go, well, if I pay for the holiday, it's going to break the bank. She's got more than enough there before she pays for the holiday to help with the health so that she can create even more later on. So the Star is all about peace and tranquility. The message with you with the Seven of Wands is that you may let people really get inside you and affect you on a deeper level, hence by what they say and what they do. And I was saying this to someone else who I was talking to, you will truly come to a position of power when you realise that when you become to that centre point of view where it doesn't matter what people say or do because you know who you are internally, you know what your beliefs are. So like I said, I'm a personal trainer and people look at me and go, but she's a tarot reader and she believes in this and they call me a white witch and all of this. And I'm like, I'm not. I'm just me. You know, this is who I am. Take me or leave me. I don't really give a shit. And I can see that some people kind of look and they're like, but she must do really, but she does. And I'm like, but I don't. And I used to. For a long, long time, I used to sit there and be like, I wonder what he's saying, I wonder what she's saying. You know, and people will always talk about, you know, people will always say shit. I know people talk about me. I know when they're talking about me. It doesn't bother me because at the end of the day, they should find something better to entertain themselves with. And if the life was good enough, they wouldn't be spending time entertaining themselves with me. And people, you know, let's be honest, people are entitled to an opinion about you. They really are. You know, people are going to sometimes look and go, well, I don't believe in that. That's weird or whatever. That's not necessarily two-faced. It's an opinion, you know. And that's why the message here is when you come to a place of real inner security, when you follow your own star, when you're not bothered about what other people's beliefs are, or you don't, you know, it's about you saying, well, that's their beliefs, I'm not going to disrespect them, and this is mine, and I'm not going to allow them to step on my territory and tell me who I am and what I should believe in and what my belief system should be. And when you truly come to that place, you come to a place of peace spiritually, where no matter what anyone's doing or challenge it on, you know who you are. Because with the Seven of Wands, you can see that he's like literally having to stand his ground. It could be people who are trying to get you to change your beliefs or telling you that what you believe in or what you're fighting for isn't the right thing. But you're following your star spiritually this month, or if you are, you will find your way and no one will be able to dissettle you. The Ten of Wands came up in relation to your love life as well. So being burdened by choices, I'm seeing for some of you, being burdened by being in a relationship but a new love connection has come your way. Being burdened because you're not sure whether to stay in the relationship or marriage or walk away. Not seeing the truth in relation to that, you're creating your own burden. If there's two options on the table, then there's no burden. You just need to make your choice by taking action. Okay, you're going to have to walk away from one of them at some point. If you're in a marriage or a relationship which you no longer want to be in, you're feeling burdened, the message is You're carrying your own burden. You need to walk away. Your strength is the 3 of Cups. So the strength this month is that the 7 of Wands is standing his ground and he wants to be out on top. And your strength is that you've got people around you who are willing to support you. But that ego in you may be wanting to make all that money for himself or to herself, or all that ambition or all that success. And the message is that, why? You know, no success shared on one's own is better than success shared with others. Okay, so Leo, share it out a bit. And, you know, if you're feeling challenged and you're feeling under the cosh and you've got people around you who'll help you, but your ego's getting in the way and you're not allowing it, well, I'm sorry, but that pressure and all that shit you're going through, you kind of deserve. There's people around you with the 3 of Cups who want to help you to achieve your goals, achieve your dreams. So let them help you. 3 of Cups again, remember what, if we go back, which was about, it was only supposed to be an half an hour reading, if we go back though to your career, remember what I said about the person who's got the capacity to cut you down, someone who's trying to get inside your emotions and affect you and help you to make mistakes so that they can take your opportunities or maybe a new promotion or position that's coming up. The 3 of Cups is all about celebration if you play your cards right. Okay, because with the Knight of Pentacles, if you're vigilant and methodical and you play your cards right, Leo, you will win this game. Yes, you are in a I've got to say this because it's an air sign. If you're in a fight with an air sign, though, they're a challenge, but they can be won out if you do it in the right way. And the air sign's watching this going, this is me moon time, but fuck you, you're supposed to be on our side. Okay, I'm on everyone's side. I love every sign, and I hate when fucking people say to me, oh, you hate that sign, and I'm a Gemini, I just banter, I just say shit half the time, I'm messing. You know, the guy say to me, sometimes when you say things though, I think you're being serious. And I'm like, if I was being serious, I'd say I'm being serious, like I'm joking. But I do have kind of a straight demeanour as well, so that's maybe something I need to work on. The 7 of Swords in your weakness is not what I'm not liking. The 7 of Swords in your weakness is that this person, especially if there's a lot of area, it's either that you're sneaking around and you're being manipulative and sly and deceitful and you want everything for yourself and you're cutting people down and you're stamping over people to make this luxury that you're going to get. You know, you're going to get that car and you're going to get that house and then you're going to sit there and you have no one to share it with. You're going to be like, why the fuck did I do that? You know, why did it allow me character? You know, don't sell your soul or your character or, you know, your heart to the fucking devil for a bit of shit. And that's the big message for you this month. Don't sneak around. Don't be sneaking around with multiple partners, Leo. It's like, just make your choice. Don't start cheating on someone who's already in a marriage with someone else. If they're not walking away, especially if you're the Leo woman, then no amount of standing your ground and putting yourself out there and making yourself look all is going to actually do anything. In fact, you should be angry at the fact that they're treating you like a fucking option. Walk away, and that's it. And it might be hard to walk away sometimes. It is. But the 8 of Cups comes up when it's not even the Death card. The 8 of Cups is like, the Death card is like, we're ripping it away. But the 8 of Cups comes up when it's kind of saying, well, we're not going to rip it away. We're going to just say to you that it's your choice. It's the spiritual choice. What are you going to do? Keep fighting for something that you know is not worth it. But the 7 of Swords is this air sign. And it might be your weakness is that you're being manipulated or you're being lied to or you're being deceived in some way. And you're allowing it to happen. Or you're allowing people to play head games, double games with you and stuff like that, especially in relation to your career, and that's your weakness. Your weakness is that you're focusing too much on your opponent's game as opposed to your own game. It's like the footballers who go, I'm playing Chelsea. That's a football team in England, for those who don't know. And I'm Liverpool. Well, Chelsea's better than Liverpool. And they focus on all how Chelsea's better than Liverpool. And so because they're so focused on how Chelsea is better than Liverpool, then they lose instead of Liverpool going, okay, well, this guy's got this game, this guy's got that game. Focus on your opponent in the right way in terms of how you can manipulate it to your own way, as opposed to focusing on your opponent and how they're going to destroy you or what they might be doing or what they might be sneaking about with and all of this shit, okay? And you'll win out, trust me. The 7 of Swords I'm definitely seeing in relation to there's affairs going on. I'm seeing that you're sneaking around in a relationship. You're having affairs, you're doing things that you're lying, you're cheating, you're deceiving. The Knight of Swords is the messages you might get caught this month, most definitely. A Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm going to tell you now, and I'm going to be direct. Do never, ever, ever, of all the signs that you can take the piss out of, take the piss out of a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. These people are super smart, and you might double cross them for a while. They might kind of not refuse to see it for a while, but eventually the weakness is that you will get caught. Okay, the weakness is that if you are sneaking around, if you're in a relationship and you're cheating, Leo, which you're a fire sign, it's possible. Okay, if you're cutting other people down and you're being malicious and you're trying to backstab people and all of this, then you're going to lose out. You're going to get caught. Whatever you're doing, you're going to get caught. And if there's someone else who's sneaking around in relation to you, the message may be that they may be caught, or you may need to face up to it, who they really are this month, and walk away. Okay, so overall, your career is all about do things above board. Don't let anyone take from you. Okay, do it all correctly by showing who you are as a worker, as opposed to being malicious and trying to cut and backstab and all of this. If that's the game that a dickhead's playing, well, you can't change that, and you getting angry is only going to fuel their fire and give them more ammunition, and probably to win, because that's the way the world is. It's not fair. If you don't want them to win, the message is to step back, focus on your own game, be methodical, be vigilant, okay, and all will work out in your favour. Stand your ground, don't let people crop up and take from you what you've worked for, and don't let people just come in after you and take maybe a promotion that was supposed to be for you. If you're on the ball, if you're methodical, if you pay attention to the details, if you pay attention to what people are trying to do and you're smart, you won't lose out. And the Three of Cups as your strength will see you actually celebrating success at the end of the month, especially if you're the Leo woman and getting what you want. In relation to your love life, there's options this month. If you're single or if you're dating, it's time to cut the shit now. If you want to make a choice, because what I'm seeing with the Ace of Cups is all about soulmate. It's all about a unique relationship. It's all about a relationship that's got the potential to really fulfill us emotionally. Or it could be that you're in a relationship and you've been in a relationship for a long time, but with the Ace of Cups, this new infatuation has come your way. And again, you're acting hasty with the Knight of Swords emotionally, and you need to be careful, because with the Eight of Cups, you might throw away a relationship that actually is a bit of a battle, is a bit of a burden, and a bit of a challenge, but is a better relationship than the one you've thrown it away for. If you're in a marriage, I'm seeing as that maybe breakups, most definitely, burdens, working all the time. If you don't want to break up with the person you're with, my advice, Leo, is simple. That you need to put as much time and as much attention, or to try to put at least more into your relationship, especially if it's with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, because this person's massive this month, then you need to put a lot of time into it. You need to face the truth. You need to be logical and rational that you're really not doing that, and that's why the relationship is failing. The Ten of Wands are all about toil and hard work. So again, some of you need to leave a relationship because it just feels like a constant battle with the Seven of Wands and the Ten of Wands. It just feels like all it is work, and therefore you might not be better off apart. Have an honest conversation with the King and the Queen in there of the Swords, and just tell each other honestly, look, enough's enough now. We can't sustain this. It doesn't work. I don't want to walk away from you. I love you. Not in love with you. Just be honest, okay? Don't be sneaky with the Seven of Swords and the weakness. And for those who are single, you need to let go of the past, because there's a brand new love connection in your life this month. We've got you in there, but some of you may be dealing with another Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, and it might be that you need to walk away from this person to be with this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or vice versa. It might be that you need to walk away from a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius to be with a Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. That was fucking hard. I'm a new person. I talk so fast it's not. Two of Wands in relation to your health is looking closely at the details. Again, the message may be that you're ignoring the details and you need to be paying more attention to the details, because with the Seven of Wands, you're so challenged, you're focused on money, you're focused on success, and you're really not paying attention. But the Two of Wands, they're saying this month, it really is important. And it might be in the second week that you need to go and get a check-up or get something looked at a lot more closely, because you shouldn't be ignoring it, or you can't ignore it any longer. Don't ignore your health, firmly on. The Star card is all about that you've come to a point now where if you want to be able to deal with the challenges in your life and the people who try to crop up and make you become someone you're not, or try to, or change you, the message is that once you find your centre, who you are, why you've came to this world, it comes from being spiritual. I don't care what anyone says, okay? And even those who aren't even asked about it are curious. Because when you come to that place, no one can destroy you. It doesn't matter what they say about you. It takes a long time. I haven't completely come to that place yet. You know, I've come to a good place, you know, when I'm like, okay, this is me. I guess this is me, you know, and it's good. It's good to be in that place, because it's like people either accept you or they move out. You know, it's that simple, okay? And you will no longer feel challenged when you go. You do. It's the person who's like, well, I do believe in that, but well, it is true. Because it's kind of like you're trying to tell yourself it's true. But when you come to that place where you understand what you believe in and that it's your truth, it doesn't matter what people say, you'll just calmly say, not a problem. If you don't believe in it, that's cool. Three of Cups is all about people around you who want to support you, Leo. So the message is stop being an egotistical prick if you are, okay? I know you like to have your success and you like to be the man on top and you like to be the winner and all of this, the breadwinner, but there's a group of people around you who really want to celebrate in your success and really want to help you. And guess what? Unlike what I've been told so many times before and heard quite a few times out of a few people's mouth this month, it's not just, people don't just want something all the time. Some people actually do want to help you, and I know because I'm one of them people. You know what I mean? I don't expect anything in return. All I expect is for you to trust me and to listen so that I can help change your life by actually trusting me. Okay? And the Seven of Swords is all about either this air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, being sneaky, or again, your weakness is that you're being sneaky. You're sneaking away from something, you're not dealing with something, either your health, your career, your this air sign person who's causing you a lot of problems. You're sneaking away from finding yourself spiritually when you're just not understanding that that's where you're going to find your center and your calm. Stop sneaking, Leo. Stop running, okay? Keep running. It's just going to chase you more and more, okay? Turn around this month and face whatever it is that you need to face. Deal with whatever you need to deal with. Even if this air sign in your career is someone who's quite a challenge, it might be the actual boss who you've got to stand up to. So what? Don't sneak away from it. Don't cower down to it. Get the fuck up and be the fire sign that you are and say, right, let's go then. You want to fight? You want to challenge? I'm a fire sign. I'm a Leo. I'm a lion. And all I know is to face what I need to face, and that's it. I'm going to battle for what I want, I'm going to battle for what I deserve, and I'm not going to let anyone tell me any different. And I'm telling you, when they see that lion facing them, it's going to be a different scenario altogether. Enjoy your month, Leo. Like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you in December.